Welcome to this installment of Denominations by Pastor James Jobe. I'm reading his book. Today we'll be looking at Universalism, Unitarian Universalist Association. I want to read 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verses 18 through 20 to get started. The Unitarian Universalism is a liberal religious tradition that was formed from the consolidation of two religions, Unitarianism and Universalism. In America, Universalist Church of America was founded in 1793 and the American Unitarian Association in 1825. After consolidating in 1961, these faiths became the new religion of Unitarian Universalism. Through the Unitarian Universalist Association, Unitarianism generically, the rejection of the doctrine of the Trinity in favor of the idea that God is exclusively one person. Universalism, generically, the belief that all people will eventually receive salvation and eternal life. The UUA does not even profess to be a specifically Christian body. The beliefs of the individual Unitarian Universalists range widely. Religious humanism, Judaism, Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, Sikhism, Buddhism, Taoism, syncretism, neo-paganism, atheism, agnosticism, New Age, omnism, pantheism, pandeism, deism, and the teachings of the Baha'i faith are all included. We uphold the free search of truth. We will not be bound by a statement of belief. We do not ask anyone to subscribe to a creed. We say ours is a non-creedal religion. Ours is a free faith. So concerning some of their doctrines about the Bible, we believe that personal experience, consciousness, and reason should be the final authorities in religion. In the end, religious authority lies not in a book or a person or institution, but in ourselves. The Bible is one among a number of divine books. The writings of Buddha, Muhammad, Confucius, Lao, and Vedas, our sources are equal sources of revelation, none of which are infallible, but all contribute something to the religious growth and development of mankind. We do not hold the Bible or any other account of human experience to be either infallible or the exclusive source of truth. Much biblical material is mythical or legendary. We believe that we should read the Bible as we read other books or the newspaper, with imagination and a critical eye. We believe that religious wisdom is ever-changing. Human understanding of life and death, the world, and its mysteries is never final. Revelation is continuous. Compare Psalms 119, verses 98 through 100, Romans 3, verses 3 and 4. Now, concerning the doctrine of salvation, salvation has come to be associated with a specific set of beliefs or spiritual transformation of a very limited type. Among Unitarian Universalists, instead of salvation, you'll hear of our yearning for personal growth, increased wisdom, strength of character, and gifts of insight, understanding, inner and outer peace, etc. Because of the total depravity of man, supposedly God sent his only begotten Son to die to the world, to die for sinful men. Such doctrine Unitarians find offensive, unbiblical, even immoral. It is certainly inconsistent with the nature of God or the dignity of man. They draw from a variety of religious traditions. Individuals may or may not self-identify as Christians or subscribe to Christian beliefs. Compare Romans 5:8, Galatians 2:16, Psalms 100 and verse 3. Concerning baptism, many Unitarian Universalist congregations no longer observe Christian sacraments of baptism. Child dedications often replace more traditional infant baptisms. Baptism is administered to children, rarely to adults, more for sentimental reasons. Compare Acts chapter 16, verses 32 through 34. Concerning the church, each UUA congregation is autonomous. Congregational leaders set their own priorities and choose their own ministers and staff. Congregants vote for the leaders of the UUA. The first denominationally ordained women minister was the Universalist Olympia Brown. She was duly ordained in 1863. John Bruins, president of the 250,000 member group, said, "We teach that homosexuality is not a sin, but homophobia is a sin." Unitarian Universalists have been in the forefront of the work to make same-sex marriages legal in their local states and provinces, as well as on the national level. Gay men, bisexuals, and lesbians are all regularly ordained as ministers, and a number of gay, bisexual, and lesbian ministers have themselves now become legally married to their partners. In May of 2004, Arlington Street Church in Boston, Massachusetts, was the site of the first state-sanctioned same-sex marriage in the United States. Compare 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 12, Romans chapter 1, verse 24 through 28. Now, concerning Jesus Christ, we repudiate the doctrine of the virgin birth and do not believe Jesus is God incarnate in the flesh, the second person of the Trinity, the Messiah of Jewish hope, or of Christian fantasy. Also, Jesus is not the final arbitrator at the end of time who shall judge the quick and the dead. Unitarianism views Jesus as a mere human being. Unitarian Universalist Christians have understood Jesus as a God-filled human being, not a supernatural being. Jesus' very human life in line with the great Jewish tradition of prophets and teachers. Compare John chapter 1, verses 1 through 3, and verse 14. Now, concerning the Trinity or the Godhead, in general, a Unitarian is a religious person who believes in one God, not the Trinity. The word God is much abused. Far too often the word seems to refer to a kind of granddaddy in the sky or a super magician. To avoid confusion, many Unitarian Universalists are more apt to speak of reverence for life. Unitarian Universalists generally agree that the fruits of religious belief matter more than beliefs, even about God. Compare 2 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 21 through 22. And then concerning heaven and hell, if by heaven you mean an abode of eternal light where the saved and the redeemed enjoy everlasting bliss, and if by hell you mean the devil's eternal darkness where the wicked suffer unending torment, then Unitarianism emphatically repudiates such beliefs. Compare Luke 23:43, Revelation 20 and verse 15.